Hello guys, welcome in our classes. Today we will solve some numerical problem on network theory. So let's start. Question number 1. If a inductor has inductance L, then what are the parameters on which it will depend? Right? So N square into mu naught mu r into A divided by L. So here if a core having cross-sectional area A and length L and number of turns are capital N, so the inductance of that will be depends on permeability, and A is the cross-sectional area and L is the length of the core, right? We can write it as L is equal to N square by S. S is reluctance. Right? So it was first question. Second question, if we have a star connection and we want to convert it into delta, and the value of the components are same, just like if it is delta 3 3 3. So what will be the value of star connection? That will be 1 by third of these, means 1 1 1 ohm, right? If we have star connection like 3 ohm, 3 ohm and 3 ohm, then what will be the delta value? Delta connection, the components are 3 into 3, 9, 9 and 9. So we can understand easily that the R delta will be is equal to 3 into R star, right? If delta is given, star we have to find out, so R star will be 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 means 3 by 3, 3 by 3, 3 by 3. And if we have the star 3 3 3, we have to calculate delta, then 3 into 3 into 3 means 999 ohm, right? So it was second question. Third question is to solve a network plus minus 10 volt IX and a current source, then an resistor, and it is dependent voltage source 2Ix, 3 ampere 1 ohm 2 ohm, 3 ampere 1 ohm and 2 ohm. Then what is the value of Ix, right? Very easy. Apply a KVL in the outer loop. So 10 volt minus 2Ix minus, we can use like that, 1 into 3 plus Ix minus 2Ix is equal to 0. So here only one unknown and one equation. Minus 3 minus 2 minus 2 minus 5 minus 5, 10 minus 3 7. 7 is equal to 5Ix. 2 2 4 and 1 5. So from here we can say Ix is equal to 7 by 5, 5 1 and 2 remaining 20, 24, 1.4. So Ix is equal to 1.4 ampere, right? Next question, again solve. Network is given as like 2-port network, 6 ohm and then dependent source, here current I, applied voltage V, and this is 2I, 6 ohm, 1 ohm, and plus minus 2, 4 ohm, plus minus 2I. Then what is the value of V by I? Simple, you apply a KCL at this node, incoming currents will be equal to outgoing current. So this is V. So incoming current I is equal to V by 6, if I am considering outgoing current this and this, plus V minus 2I divided by 4. Directly we can say V by 4 and 2 minus 2I by 4. So V by 6 plus V by 4 minus 2I by 4. Solve it. So V by 6 plus V by 4 is equal to, this will be that this side means plus 2I by 4. So I, if I take common, plus 2 by 4. So it will be V 12. LCM 6, 2, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3. Right? Is equal to 1, 1 by 2, 3 by 2. 3 by 2. Right? So from here we can say V by I is equal to, what was the need? What is the value of V by I? So V by I is equal to 2 into 6, 5, 15 by, sorry, 2 into 6, yes. So 6 into 3, 18, divided by 5. So this is 18 by 5 is equal to 53.36, 3.6. V by I is 3.6. Right? Next question is very common and asked many times. Question number 5. If a current is given, in the form of waveform, it is 9 and 3, 6, 9. So what will be the power P? Find out the power if the resistance of 20 ohm is connected to this current, right? Means a 20 ohm resistance is applied a current of this waveform. So what will be the power dissipated by the resistance? Solve. Very common question, asked many times, you will have to understand this. So in these type of cases, P will be I square R. So what is the value of I? I is IRMS. IRMS square into R. Very simple. We know that the IRMS is Im by root 3 for the sawtooth pulse. Right? So IRMS is Im is 9 by root 3 square into 20. So 9 into 9 divided by 3 into 20, 3, 9 into 3, 27, and 54 means 540. 540 watt, right? So 540 watt is the power, is the answer. Very easy. But we will have to understand what is the RMS and how we will get it. So for different waveform, we will have to know the RMS value like this. If we have a sinusoidal pulse like this, so its RMS will be IRMS if it is in the form of I, or it is in the form of V, so we can say VRMS, right? Whatever is the I or V. Take VRMS, right? Take VRMS. So Vm by root 2. VRMS is Vm by root 2. If the signal is full wave rectifier, right? So in case of full wave rectifier, it is again Vrms is Vm by root 2. For half wave means either this, only positive half is, so Vm by 2 means 1 by root 2 is multiplied by 2, the original, or you can say the in the full wave, so Vm by 2, right? So next, if it is a rectangular pulse, so here Vrms is Vm, this is Vm. If it is only half wave, so its value will be Vm by root 2. If it is sawtooth pulse, or it is triangular pulse, right? It is either sawtooth or triangular. In both the cases, Vrms is Vm by root 3. So we will have to understand the Vrms value to find out the power. That will be easily we can find out. Next question is, if a capacitor is having 100 microfarad and energy in that capacitor is 10 millijoule, then what is the value of charge associated with the capacitor? So very simple, E equal to half CV square. In case of inductor, half Li square. So half C is 100 into micro means 10 power minus 6. Voltage is, what is voltage? Q is equal to CV. So V is equal to Q by C. So from here we can say this is C. So Q square by C square. So C, 1C and 1C will be cancelled out. So from here we can say Q square is equal to 2 into C into E. So put 2 into C, what is C? 100 into 10 power minus 6 into what is E? 10 into 10 power minus 3. So calculate minus 6 and 3, minus 9 and 3 means minus 6 again, right? So 2 into minus 6. So Q is equal to under root of this, this will be 1.414 into 10 power minus 3 Coulomb. This is the answer. Very simple, only put and get the answer. Next question is very important, very tricky and very conceptual. You will have to understand. Right? Question is, if a capacitor is having 6 microfarad and 200 volt, using this capacitor we will have to make a big capacitor having 18 microfarad and 600 volt. So using C1, let this is C1, 6 microfarad having 200 volt, we will have to make this C equivalent 18 microfarad 600 volt. So how many C1 will be used? Means number of C1. First number of C1 and how? So solve. First we will solve by using 200 volt and 600 volt. How? In series, that will be added 200 plus 200 plus 200, that will be 600. Means it will be in series. But in parallel, how many number of capacitor will be used as a C1? So we consider it as a n. So it will again n, it will again n, right? We are saying that it is n. So for 18 microfarad, consider 1 by 18, right? In series, parallel it will be added, right? In series, this is 1 by n, 1 by n, 1 by n, right? So this is 3 by n, 3 by n. Sorry, C1, right? C1 is what? 6 microfarad. So 3 by 6n, 3 by 6n. So 1 by n, 1 by n, 1 by n, right? 1 by n what? 1 by n C1. So it will be 6n is equal to 18 into 3. So n is equal to 6 into 3 18, 18 3 into 3 9. So n is equal to 9. Means in the parallelly we will add 9 capacitor. 9 here, 9 here and 9 here. So 9 in plus 9 total is equal to, total means capital N. Capital N is 9 plus 9 plus 9 is equal to 27. So answer is, number of C1 is 27. Right? So very good and very constructive. Thank you.